Hi. Anyaze. Hi guys, comments sinatoka kuzisoma naye. I am definitely going to read them. I hope nobody tries to call me. Leero ndi mu kyalo eno gym sinnagenda. Hopefully I'm going to go to the gym after the broadcast. Kubanga sinza malala mukaga nga sikutemu mu kyuma. Ekyo haram. Naye leero mulambuleko outskirts wa fene nga tuga deep down inside. Abaagala okugula yettaka namwe mu ngambe mumpa sente mekamba. Ezange nziya tonnafuna. How are you, my people? It's a Saturday, it's a weekend. By the way, you'll be surprised naked them town. Aban had a football match. Yanzi jukiza kuva gulu. Daddy, I have to be at school at 7 a.m. Make sure we are not late. So I made sure he wasn't late. I'm trying to make sure that this thing doesn't overheat. Yeah, so we are on one of those roads that I normally use. By the way, normally when I run, today I didn't run because Abani Yankezi moto ala kusomero nga ina football match. We even stopped the other side from scoring. Let me first stop this from overheating, guys. Yes, like that. But onewebe yagala nnyo tesobola ku overheatinga. Yiyo rawu mold modo jesagala obefudde bufi oba banyumyamu naye amalala agabali bapakinze mu kkubo tebapakinze na bulungi. Yeah. And I remember those times. So this is one of the weno jenzirukira, by the way, buno busozi mbulinnya. I go up these hills and go down. Now normally this now the route we are going, this is when I'm going back. And I think of the 15 kilometers I run, about 4 kilometers are hills. So this is one of the longest hills. When I'm coming back, it's too long. Well, in the beginning I used to do 10k. Was it 10k? I would stop around that Kapande there, and then I increased Nintano 15. Then yeah, but this hill, this is like the first long hill when I'm coming back, and it's really long. I'm sure right now I'm driving a car, but most of the cars is even so I put the AC to automatically go high when I need more air, and then go low when the air is enough. Yeah. But this is one of the roads, and I will not tell you where it is for privacy. The guys that can figure it out, it's okay, but please don't say it. Yeah, but this is one of the roads deep down in the villages of Matuka. Yeah. When I get to a place where I can stop, I'm going to greet them. But how is your day? Well, I was thinking, and actually today, I've confirmed what I've always told. Don't buy cars for Uber. Don't. But they could research today, and apparently all people that bought cars for Uber in 2018 sold them. There were two companies, Green, a company that it had yellow cabs. You remember the one that had yellow cars, the Corollas and the Raums. There's one that had green ones. There is also one that had white ones. All those companies, they had bought so many cars for Uber, they sold all their cars. The return on investment is about, well, it's literally nothing, because a car is a depreciating asset. It doesn't appreciate. So you don't have that car in Uber hoping that maybe you will be able to sell it at a higher rate after it's done. It depreciates. So, but this is advice that I'm giving you. Ideally, I would keep quiet. Purchase inspection is an end, but keep your money. Use it for something else. Besides, you're not even using more than 5 million to do another business. Something you can do online, get into your Tumblr privately, delivery. That's what I would tell you. But investing more than 10 million, actually it would be more than 15, because it's very hard for you to find a car that is below 15 million. It's Uber worthy. It's very hard. So I find that it's totally not worthy. Ekurotano inze moroka ya milioni 5 and sijagamba nti twafunye moroka za milioni 5, but emoroka ya milioni 5 ejja mu muntu yabadde agula moroka yatuguze. I'm going to face you. This is a short broadcast, by the way. It's going to be very short. When I get to the end of my journey, I might have to say bye-bye to you guys. So when I get to the end of my journey, I'm going to tell you the story of the inspection that happened yesterday. I'll tell you what happened later, not today. I'll tell you what happened there. But sometimes when I have someone that is buying a car, I try to analyze who they are, what they do, the kinds of people they hang around with, and where they are going to be doing business from, because the places where you in your car there. So it's important for you to note that as you take your car wherever you take it, make sure that the car will not shame you. I hope I make sense. Let me tell you the background of the person that was buying a car at 5 million. Zeyalite yangamba oyajja okwogera nange yajja nandaga nti talina ssente. He did not tell me what he does. He's one of these humble guys. Omanyi, for the love of cars has taught me that people can be in great places and still be humble. And I think that's like the greatest lesson mwe bantu mweje mumpadde. Nti you guys are humble yet you have a lot. You guys are humble yet you are very blessed. Omanyi omuntu abantu abamu babeeranga bagume eno yonna nno nzirukirayo bagayi. And I think this is one of the hills where kensoko okudduka. In the past nga ntuuka wano nga mpeekera nga ntambulawo naye kati nkalinnya nga sikawulira nakawulira. This is like the first hill I go to. Eno nno gye mulaba yonna wadde wakyaliyo produce ze batunda. I think when I had come to buy basooka kundita in this area. Nengana, it's nearer to the road than where I am. Nagana, because I don't like the environment, I don't like the neighbors, so I went to a better neighborhood. So anyway, so the gentleman, why did I stop him from buying a car of 5? Of course, we got something that was affordable, but why did I stop him from buying a car of 5 million? First of all, Omami Oli, yesterday is the day he told me asasura $1. He also told me he's able to save 2 million a month. Okay, he's able to save 2 million a month. Na yekati aina projects endala zakola. Even as he came back, he was from the village to buy more land. Right? And he's the kind of person who works in an uptown. Omanyezo ezo businesses eziri uptown, where they pay you, let's say $2,000 every month. Maybe $1,500 every month, and that's quite some money you get. Izo sente nyingi okubanga omuntu ozifuna ate nojja ku mulimu ne 10. So the first thing I asked him, mubalaba abantu bafe emmotoka ze bavuga ababeera eno yiyo paso oli wa IST abantu bewaffe bali hambo eri yatuyiseko yabadde fielder ndowooza temunalabayo emmotoka nnene. Why ene waffe bw'ojjayo oyiga okubala nokakkana ne bwoba olina sente zenkana ki n'otuuka ng'ogamba sente zenteeka mu mafuta naali badde nteeka mu mafuta lwaki abaana bange tebaziryamu at least ekifi ky'enkoko. You get, but then also you realize that katinga pasa eyo baagiwanika, it's higher. You get nti emmotoka yes oba ovuga naye oba olina ogiwanikamu ku katono. But these are the guys that live here. Yeah, so omwami oyo bwe yaŋŋambye the kind of of people he works with, the neighborhood where they are abantu bakora nabo already bevuga. I didn't even have to ask the kinds of cars they drive because I know people that make less money than he makes and they are driving better cars than any car I've ever driven. Ngabuno paso tebavuga ngabavuga Subaru Forester XT ngate bafuna sente ntono. So I was imagining a person that gets paid $1,000 every month. Why would he be buying a Toyota Chikumi or Toyota Chibina? So I told him, you know what? Nze nsobolo kola ntufuna Chibina no genda, but in all honesty, it doesn't make sense. Nze okuba nga now I have to change for my privacy now. Kastamba barazeeko neighborhood. Ekyakula, it's still a growing neighborhood. Amasanyaze jegali, amazzi tegali yo. Ekyo kyobeera nga okimanyi ne waffe. I think the first thing you need to budget for as you come, for example, the people that might end up buying here. This side in Ninayo, I have two of my subscribers. Jeremy lives this side. Ayman Ali, Yazimba, Olawa Kasozike, the first hill that we were going up. Ayman Ali, Tacha, he's a lawyer. Tabera Nyoku broadcast, but as Akasozi Kalieri, Yazimba, then Jeremy. Then there is another gentleman, Babitani. I think, Mwera Binderinya. Yatabera side zeri migadde okitegeera. So I know people that and by the way, this way ne Sarongo afatuvuga tax, I used to call him nga mugamba nze ne batata nangamba nedda todanga muze wali ngame for the love of cars. So he normally finds me now for the love of cars ukambachi. So anyway, omanyinga tagate ebintu. That's how I am. I'm like urban. Urban is like me. So so anyway, we ended up for him he was saying he doesn't mind, but me, I've been in a position where he is, where I thought that maybe it doesn't matter what car I drive. Well, I make my own money. Other people should not control or should not bias people should not bias what car I drive, should not bias the decisions I make. And I was wrong. One thing we need to understand is that we may not care what people think about us, but what people think about us influences how they deal with us. Namubuziza one question. Namubuza gwe imagine you were your boss. Ngo omukozi omuwa sente ze bakuwa. And then he comes driving a Chikumi UAH. Chikumi. It can be any other old car, but not a Chikumi or Chibina, because those are the cars that are 5 million right now. Chikumi, I think I know about Nunji Burunji. Ochegeda, Chikumi and Chibina that are good are at 7 million, 8 million. That I'm telling you. We were in the market yesterday. And there is a Chibina we saw that was really nice, buy and drive, everything was intact, but it was 7 million. And but for me, allowing someone to buy a Chibina at 7 million is basically not good business. And then he didn't even have the 7 million. He had 5 million. But I told him, you know what? If you said Bobo inacho yagara, you might decide to go back and collect more money and then come back when you are more ready to buy a better car. Because initially when he was booking me for inspection, I did not know as much information as I knew about him when we were going to buy a car. If he had told me before he booked me for pre-purchase inspection, maybe I would have told him, you know what, collect a little bit more money. But the day he chatted with me, Nangamba, that he wanted to buy a car, that day, there is information that he did not tell me. And that information might have made me allow him to buy a car at 5 million at that time. But then after that, my transformer they said that we are so many people on one transformer. It's a very big estate, guys. It's a very big estate. But I've showed you guys. For the guys that came to the broadcast before, you guys have seen. Let me show you one of the incomplete houses in the neighborhood here. Of course, it's not like the best house, but yeah, it's also not cheap. And let me show you a bit of the neighborhood here. Let me see. Hey, you guys. Apparently, it's not giving us HD. HD. But let's continue on. tukyagenda tozikiza tukyagenda I have someone that's going to do some work for me and he's riding his motorcycle at amafuta. So all this is land that you guys can still buy. I'm not a broker, but you can go to brokers in Matuga nembagamba gye mwagala okubeera oba mwagala kubeera kumpi nange. But this is all land. I know all these plots are bought, but I'm sure there are people that bought plots and they want to sell. Literally all this land is free. And our estate mundoza plots nga lukumi. That's what I think, even more. In my Kodrango alone waliwo plot ndoza nga makumi oba agaziringa 15 kwabi. In my Kodrango, you know, eka bagisalamu ploti ekebera mu ploti simusanvu kati Michael Drango waliwo kawuli eka nga 3 in Michael Drango alone, and those are so many plots. So anyway, netumaliriza nga omwami tafunye moroka ya million 5 gabo twala twagala, and this is where probably I tell you guys that maybe uzaba ezo zonna plot ziri awo. Wait, this thing zoom in? Yeah, but of course some people are not selling. That's why you see some ugly houses in here. So anyway, guys, so that's the story from yesterday. We failed to get a car at 5 million. For that particular person, we failed. There are people that I would allow to buy a car at 5 million, and there are people I would not allow. Sorry, network went off. I was saying, this gentleman, yes, I'm Guramoroka million in the car, Guramoroka million in turn. But there are people that I would allow to buy a car of 5 million. Nange Athanga or anyone, I would actually have to be in a very, very, very bad position for me to buy a car of 5 million again. Nzenga Arthur. And I'm telling you this as honestly as possible. A million net time. Tell about the Jagara project car. One of the reasons why, you know, and this is the chance for me to read your comments. All, how are you? How is your Saturday going? How is it going? Omuzungu yakola reverse camera. Eyina engeri gye yanguyamu ebintu. If you tukozesa driving mirror, katukozesa reverse camera ne side mirrors. Agenda mu jimu nze sigenda kukolera waka mulowooza kubanga bwe mala okukola byenkola. Nzira nno okunoonya musajja gwenzize naye alabika piki emusiddeko eri wansi, and somehow yamumpadde ndoza ayagala mulyako njawulo yamuganye okumpi nga wali enamba. So let's see. So guys, I'm going to stop somewhere while you're in where musikideko and I read your comments. So what do I base on to say ono mutagula moroka ya milioni 5 agule ye 5? I base on for example the community you live with, because whether you like it or not, omulimu gwokola abantu bobeeramu what you want to be in like 5 years from now also should influence the car you drive. Okitegeera tozanyira toddamu kuzanyira mu decision yagula motoka simply because you want to save money. Okitegeera because boss wo waba kusasula milioni mukaaga nojjanga ovuga 10. You know what that spells? That says this guy continuously makes the wrong decisions. That's why he can't buy a proper car. Because there are people that make 500k and they have the cars, the chikumis, the chibinas. There are people that don't even make money gabainas chikumi. So that's literally the only reason why I stopped this guy from buying a car at 5 million. Money. And you know, you guys, it's a inspection to change. So this gentleman told me he has land. Enyumba ya Zimba, Ajizimba Fort Poto, Eriku Kubo. And he told me Tanajimaliriza, Eriku Kubo main road. Tanajimaliriza. But there is already an NGO that is offering him 4 million per month. Bagenda Sasuremi yake 5. That's a lot of money. And Uyangame pamwa 4 million per month. Basa Sasuremi yake 5 in advance. Na yenga achaganye. And I told him, you guy, lwacho Uganda tinedda Arthur gali makagange nzi sina wafe waliwe wafe ne mugamba come on. Ezo sente zibagenda okuweza emyaka 5 because gwe baramwe milioni 4 for 2 years for 5 years. Babuli mwaka milioni 4 zibe milioni 48. That's a lot of money. Ne mugamba gwe ezo milioni 48 zibe milioni ndozanga 2 musamki. Ne mugamba jako musolo gwa government usikali kujeko gwesigala balanti ogenda sigaze milioni 2 for the 5 years. Ezo milioni 2 ne mubuuza ku milioni 2 tosobola gulako plot yako kubo nozimbako ne nyumba endala nelingo gisikaza nangamba kisoboka. But I think he hadn't just given it thought. Now you know, when you achieve something, I've done this, I've sweated for this, so why would I be giving it up? But sometimes you let things go because it's the right thing to do, it's the proper thing to do at that time. And we're not only the guy, you're the guy, oyina oli mufunyi okimanyi to oyina emikisa gya sente. I told him oyina emikisa gya sente togizanyiramu because it's the truth. Emikisa gya sente akolaki agirina, emikisa gya sente akolaki agirina. Ne mugamba kati nengeri gyolina emikisa gya sente zino togizanyiramu. Let me just tell this guy to know. Nze koko nakugeta awo bagulewo okitegeera. So kansome ku comments zamwe banayi baga ate era mbasiibule nabagamba is going to be a short broadcast and evidence amanya Antonio random things iga Ashraf Chiyimba Chiyimba Samson ebyo tujja bimanyira paka nga mufunye enkyuka Kavuma Farouk Hajara Kevin Hart Liro Mr. Oli kungudo za mpaka na you are not driving SUV. I'm sorry to your bushes after the race. Hope you're good, my man. And I'm very steady. Eze ngudo fetwazi manyira. Kati ate yonze mpisa because that's I just bought stuff from the hardware that side. And this gentleman is basically going to do stuff for me. Kisama Shadrach, Valley Car. I'm good. Tinti with them uncle. Ono Tinti owawa no. Yali emabega. I made it so that it's like that. Mberenga nsobola okulaba mu driving mirror. It's the safe thing to do. Tinti owe emabega. It's a little dark, but you know the light is too much outside still. Nayo oli omuntu alebwe utasobola kundaba still. Nze ndaba yo nayo omuntu alebwe utandaba. Good evening Ben Kako. Hi Emma Cafero. Which Samsung are you using? Because I want to buy Galaxy Ultra 2023. I don't have that one. I have a Galaxy 21 S21. How much is Chikumi by Chikumi? I don't know, but I know that a 50 by 100 this way is normally right now it's about 15. Prosy Bravo, hi. Firstborn, hi. I will buy 50 by 100 and keep my money. Exactly. Good evening, Chambade Hannington. JK Chechi tuwa mganda wangu. Wala nyo. Edwin Mugarua. Wade mukamoli. Bana imuzikize mbasibule. Broadcast vile ya dachikas. Eyenche gena kubela longa. eyenkya it's going to be a little bit longer, but nyinawo ebintu ebyokwasaganya ebigattagattako munzikize bambi ebikwasaganye bitambule. Tomorrow the broadcast will be a little bit better and longer. I'll share some of the things that I intend to share today tomorrow. Nkitegeera jeke nange olumu binkwata neŋŋamba bannange leero nze binkutte to the extent that there's an association that I am chair, naye nabasaba bannondereyo vice chairperson because ng'emirimu gintwala ne bamulonda vice chairperson ali very active. I'm glad I did that. Akola nnyo yampushinga. So some of the things sometimes some of my subscribers here munkubira nendwawo okuddamu okukubira nendwawo okuddamu message yo but sikikola nti but bintwala nenga ngenda mukubira nenerabira. That's why nowadays omuntu bankubira nangamba Arthur ononkubira kedda muga sijja kukubira ngenda bankulimbye. So jeke kyoliko nkitegeera ate kati obuzibu bwe Uganda nti okola nnyo bwoti nga nenga nakasente kajja katono. Era mulete sente za pre-purchase inspection ngatirizeeko banaye bagayi muzikirize masibule. I would want to say that probably the peak from the day jinali tute n'abantu abalala abalinganza abakyayiga humbleness zibanange bantu mwe munjigiza okuba humble. Every person that I've done pre-purchase inspection for has humbled me, because I meet people and I learn stuff that literally I would not, that like, because I meet a lot of people, there are so many things that I would literally not learn if I hadn't met them. So this channel is a blessing to me. And every time I meet someone and I come and I share what I learned from him, but I think the biggest lesson has been being humble. And yesterday the gentleman Gwenda Sanze, he's a digital marketer. He shared a few stuff that he does, a few things that he does also, and I learned still from him. And I actually want him to, because he's someone that knows, I want him to also be I want him to also kind of facilitate some of my classes at Platos, because he's good. Knowledge from the field. Yeah, but guys, I'll see you tomorrow evening. Short, but tomorrow will be a little bit longer. May God bless you and ciao.